All right, for all you guys that are getting ready to do your first competition, this video is for you. This video is really for Sephist. I just watched your squat depth video, and it really got me right here, man, because it took me back, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago to my first competition, and I did everything wrong. I did it all wrong. So I was so concerned about getting numbers. Like, I had to get certain numbers. I had to get a certain total that I left so much on the table. And that first lift, the first meet, I did really good. I actually, because I just turned 40, there's only a couple guys competing in my age group, and I wound up taking best masters lifter at that meet, but the total wasn't that impressive. It was like, I don't know, just under 1,200 pounds. So like 1,180 something. I'd have to look it up. You can look up records. You can look me up and see if I'm full of shit or not. Let me look here. Openpowerlifting.com. As far as I know, this does every federation. You can look up records based on weight class. You can do it by federation. You can compare how you stack up to other federations. You can see how you stack up to everybody in the world, or you could just do over 40 lifters, that sort of thing. But I digress. So I played a conservative. I had to get a certain number, and I got them, but I left so much on the table because I was afraid of bombing lifts, and I was afraid of not getting the numbers I wanted. And what I realized after my first meet is I was so amped up that every single attempt was easy, and I felt like I cheated myself because I'm not a gym lifter. When I'm in the gym training by myself, the lifts are heavy. I could barely do them. I mean, lifts that I kill in competition, I'm 40, 50 pounds under those. This last meet, I played it really conservative, and I went for a 590 pound attempt on a deadlift. I've been wanting to break that 600, but I was just afraid. I just didn't think I would get it because I never got it in the garage, and it flew off the floor. It's in my opening video. That was a 600 or 590 point something deadlift. They absolutely had 10 more pounds than me. You're so amped up. There's something about the adrenaline. It kicks in, and but here's the thing: you got to manage it too. So depending on how many people are in the competition, you're going to be there's usually 3 or 4 flights based on weight class, and everybody in one flight goes first while everyone else waits around, and they do it by squat, bench, deadlift. So every flight does squats, and then they set up the bench, and everyone does bench. Then they set up the deadlift, and everybody does deadlift. Everybody gets amped for the deadlift. It's the last lift of the day. No matter how tired you are, no matter how long the meet takes, something about getting up there, the adrenaline kicks in, and then I've never been stronger than when I'm deadlifting. It's the end of the day. I haven't eaten. I'm tired. I want to go home, but as soon as they call my name and I'm starting to get ready, those butterflies just ugh. And I know this is gonna. I don't know if you're doing powerlifting or strongman, but it's the same. It's the same. Everybody just gets amped up. So there's 2 different types of lifters. There's meat lifters and there's gym lifters. There's guys that crush it in the gym, and then when they get on the platform, they're so nervous that they just bomb. It's so disheartening to watch that. And then there's lifters like me who suck in the gym, can't pick shit up. And then when we get on that platform, something about the crowd just turns us into the Hulk. I mean, I'm benching 40, 50, 60 pounds more than I can in the gym. How crazy is that for a 47-year-old that weighs right around 200 pounds to put 50 pounds on his bench? it's absurd to think about, but that is how insane the adrenaline is. So the question is how do you translate that energy? How do you pick numbers? Because there's always that doubt. Am I going too high? I'm going to bomb it. If I go too low, I'm going to feel like I left. It doesn't matter what the crowd says. You can win all the medals in the world, but if you leave it on the table, man, for me, it's just like I feel like I failed. So, please take this to heart. Open conservative. Your opener should be a lift that you can get if you've got the bird flu on top of herpes with cancer and AIDS. It should be a lift you can get. Generally speaking, if you can rep it 3 times, that's your opener. I am an idiot. I always go for 2. I go for it, man. That's one thing I've learned at my age, is just go for it. So I always open with a lift that I know that I can comfortably any day of the week open for 2. Lots of people will tell you that's just too aggressive, but I don't believe so. I'm confident. I've done this enough times where I know I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get it. And you know what? If I bomb out of a meet, screw it. I've had that. I thought I was good. There was one meet I almost bombed out of on squats. I got red lighted twice in a row, and it was like, for depth. And I thought, well, that's just the way it's going to be. And I just summoned everything I had, and I went in there, and I crushed it. So, we got our openers. Jumps. Let's say you got your opener, and you nailed it, but you get red lighted on a technicality. Let's just say you do that. But you got the lift. It went down fast, but maybe you didn't go down all the way, or you jumped a command or something where it caused the lift to fail other than you not being able to lift it. Do not repeat the same weight. Go up. Guys are afraid they're going to bomb out. Don't do that. Don't short yourself. If you know you got the lift, but you just need to correct something minor like foot placement or something stupid like jumping a command, don't repeat the lift. Go up and wait. And on your 3rd attempt, go for it. It should be a PR. It should be something you don't think you could get. What are you even competing for? Why are you playing it safe? Who are you competing against? Are you trying to show up another lifter? Are you going for a record? Okay, if you're going for a record, get the record. That's cool. That's awesome. If you specifically go in with the goal to get the record, then get the record. But if there's no records on the table, it's your first meet, go for it. Bomb that lift, man. Just go for it. Who cares if you bomb out? It's your first meet. It's a learning experience. Go in there with the mindset that, like, I don't give a shit. I'm going to kick ass. If you do bomb out on squats, technically the meet won't count. But generally speaking, most federations will still let you finish the meet out. Meaning, okay, the meet's not going to count, but they'll still let you bench. They'll still let you deadlift. Do it. Stay for the whole meet. And don't be sore. Stay for the awards. Clap for everybody who did good. Don't be a sore loser and go home early. Be a good ambassador to the sport. And I'm telling you from experience, it's just a shitty thing to do, to just be like, nah, I suck, I'm going home. Don't do that. Stay. And positive. Embrace it. You're there for the experience. You're there to support the other lifters. What can I say? So, first attempt, conservative, 2-3 reps. You got it. Get your first lift. Always get your first lift. Depending on how good that goes, make big jumps. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if you're a guy that makes 50-pound jumps when you squat, or if you do a plate at a time. For me, I normally do 30-pound jumps in the gym, so I do 50-pound jumps at the meet. I start light, I go somewhat heavy, and then I go for a PR. That is just what I do. And God damn it, I'm either going to get the best total of my life, or I'm just going to do okay. But either way, I left it on the platform. I went for it. And you know what? You can't help but, it's just so satisfying. This last meet I didn't get the national records. And I went for it. I bombed my last squat. I bombed my last bench. And if I would have got both of those, I would have had the national records for the 198 weight class. It doesn't matter. I came in heavy anyways. I think I was over. I was a couple pounds over, so I wouldn't have gotten those records regardless. And then on deadlift, for whatever reason, I played it conservative just because I genuinely thought I thought I was going for it. Honestly, I thought that the amount of weight I had on the bar, I was going for it, and then it flew up, and I was like, "Holy shit, man! I should have went for it. I should have went higher." You can't know. You can't know. Whatever you do, get the experience under your belt. Know that we are all cheering for you. There's not a lifter I know that competes that is not hoping that somebody does better, even if it means beating him on the same platform and getting the award that he would have gotten. It might be butthurt, but you know what? At the end of the day, that's what I love about powerlifting. Is it's all about, you're fighting yourself, but you're also there to encourage others. You know what I mean? Even at the expense of your own accomplishments. Take it or leave it, brother. I love you, man. I hope you do well. Say hi to my daughter. Della, say hi.
Hello.
All right, get out of here. Sephist, buddy, you're one of the strongest natural lifters I know. You definitely want to. If you're not an elite level athlete, you will be. You absolutely will be, especially if you stay competing in the natural divisions. Regardless of what you do, you're going to be awesome. Just go for it, man. Go for it. You have our support. And me personally, I just want to see you get in there and crush it.